right, so before the break, we were talking all about eating, drinking, and shopping locally. So, of course, we've got another local eatery here to tell you about, the Rib Shack. Hi, you guys.
Hi.
I've got Aaron and Tim joining me all about the Rib Shack in Eagle. So, tell me a little bit about the Rib Shack. If someone's never been there before, what can they expect?
All right, well, Rib Shack's a classic Kansas City barbecue. Everything we do there is, nice, low, and long-term smoked. Our ribs stay in the smoker for 8 hours, so it takes a nice long amount of time.
Ribs are my favorite.
Tender.
Yeah. So good.
We got a really nice product there. We've been in Eagle for 6 years now, a little bit longer than that actually.
Wow.
And just kind of doing our thing there, making great barbecue and making people happy.
I love that. So is there a story about how you guys got started? I mean, I've been to the Rib Shack and it is fabulous and it's a fun little spot. Like, I think you guys have a great spot.
Well, the original person, Andrew, that started the Rib Shack, he started it on a bet with his wife.
No kidding.
Yes, and he won a barbecue competition and it all went from there. So
that's all you need to know. If you want a competition, you know it's really good food, right? So what do we have today? I'm so curious. I've been smelling all of the smells all morning, and it is fabulous in here.
Today we're going to make our classic award-winning potato salad recipe. So it's our spicy potato salad done with red-skin potatoes, carrots, not carrots, celery, onion, and jalapenos in there.
Okay. Oh, nice little spice.
Yeah,
I love
it's a spicy red potato salad. Got a nice little display of seasonings and everything else going in there.
Wonderful.
Shall we?
Let's do it. I'd love to help. Get my hands in here.
Well, I mean, there's not a whole lot going on, but easy enough. You want to start with just your red skin potatoes. Typically there's two varieties of potatoes. There's your waxy potatoes, and then your dry, your regular, like your Burbank, Idaho potatoes.
Sure.
For potato salad, you want to use a waxy potato, so a red skin or a
I'm learning new things today. Waxy
gold.
Potatoes.
Just kind of do a nice little quarter dice with that.
Right.
Was there a big old pot? So you want to just kind of cut and quarter your potatoes.
Easy enough.
And then you're going to stick them into a pot with cold water.
All right, and then bring to a boil.
For our recipe, so whenever you're cooking potatoes to boil, you always want to start with cold water. That way the whole thing cooks at the same time rather from the outside in.
Okay.
So
nice.
just go ahead.
Put it all in the pot.
Yep. Cut your potatoes, stick them in a pot, and then the best thing to do is cover your potatoes with water, a little bit of salt, and then you're going to want at least an inch of water above the potatoes. That way, while they're boiling, they have room to move around for even cooking.
I love that. And then the magic of TV.
And then the magic of TV, voila.
They're already done. Okay.
So you can even go so far as to cook your potatoes the day before and then just drain them off, dry them, stick them in the refrigerator. So that way they're all nice and ready to go.
Wonderful.
And then we're going to take our cooked potatoes.
And mix it all up with all your spices.
And then we're going to mix it all up with your spices. You want to start with all of your wet ingredients. Or your dry ingredients first, your spices.
Nice.
So we got black pepper.
Okay, and while you're doing that,
I'm
curious about breakfast, right? You guys do breakfast, but when I'm thinking ribs, I'm not thinking breakfast.
So we haven't started breakfast yet. We're still in the process of developing a breakfast, and it's going to be more of a Sunday brunch that we're going to do. That way we keep it special. It's all made fresh in-house, just like our burnt-in biscuit and gravy that we have going on here.
Say that again. Burnt ends, biscuits and gravy.
Yes, with homemade biscuits. We have our brisket biscuit with your egg on it, and you can get that with the gravy on it too.
So I'm also thinking about Easter coming up. People thinking about Easter dinners. Do you guys do any catering?
We do catering. We do lots of catering. You can also find us on Grubhub or Uber Eats.
The potato salad, perfect for Easter.
Yes.
Perfect for Easter. I love that.
So the spices that we have in here is black pepper. About a tablespoon of black pepper, tablespoon of white pepper, a tablespoon of cilantro, a teaspoon of dill, and we've got a teaspoon of cayenne pepper as well, which kind of gives it a little bit of that.
Great, a lot of good stuff. So you guys, you're located in Eagle. Can you give us some cross streets? Best place to find you?
Aaron, 395 West State Street.
That's perfect. The address is great.
So yeah, State Street and Eagle Road. You just go on Eagle and come down the road a little bit.
Okay.
So we get all of our dry spices on here, and then what we're going to do is kind of rub this around. You want to kind of macerate your potatoes a little bit so they kind of smooth out around the edges.
It's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
Just get in there.
So just get in there,
Okay.
get a gloved hand or a nice wooden spoon and just kind of mix it around and go, go, go.
Okay. We're going to put this recipe up on our website so you can find it there. You guys, thank you for joining us.
You're
This
very welcome.
smells amazing. Rib Shack, we love you. I'm going there for lunch today, right after
Please
this.
do.
I'm going to Rib Shack.
If you can't come, find one of our food trucks
Okay.
through the Southern Idaho Food Truck Association. And we're also going to be out doing the Feastival this coming
The Feastival,
in about
right.
2 months. So look for that. We're putting it out on the page, and
Okay.
everyone will be advertising it.
All right. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Rib Shack. We appreciate it. More Idaho Today right after the break.